I'm at the beginning phase of beginning some new efforts to get good at some things, and I thought I'd include you in what I'm going through to get there. I've been sick the last couple of weeks, and I'm feeling better today, so it's a good time to get started. And here, I've been working on table tennis. I've been working on a song that I've been singing. I want to sing for my church congregation, and I've been practicing that in the car pretty much every day for months. I don't want to get up there and do a mediocre job. I want to actually be good at what I'm doing. So, been working hard at that. I have a table tennis tournament coming up in about 3 weeks in Las Vegas. It's the U.S. Open, and I want to be prepared for that. I don't expect to be the best in the world because that's unrealistic. Those people train since they're 3 years old and have coaches and work 5 hours a day. And I'm just not in a place to do that. So I'm just trying to get better than I am and be in a place where I can feel like in that experience that I've performed at a level higher than I've ever performed before, and that's what I'm working towards. So I've been working on that. But I'm also in a place now where I have rearranged my schedule a bit. I've made a website, I've written a book, I've done some things that have prepared the way to make it uh, so that I can build something that creates value in my life and brings more happiness if I can populate the website with more content and bring more users there and share what I'm working on. So in my book, if you've read it, it's called Getting Good, an introspective approach to obtaining mastery. I talk about scheduling your work and the value of doing that. And so I'm going to talk about that today. That's where I'm at. I am in a place where for the last 2 weeks while I've been sick, I have been thinking about what I'd like to do and not doing it. And I think that this is something that a lot of people do and a lot of people go through where they will go through their day, come home from work, whatever it is, wake up in the morning, oh, there's something I'd like to do. And it's just kind of a whim. You have whims all day, these little ideas that sort of flare up and you think, oh, that would be great. And then you go about your day and you forget about it. And then maybe 2 days later, you're like, oh yeah, I wanted to do that. And you go through this experience where over and over and over again, you're just thinking about what you'd like to do, but it never actually happens because there's so much other stuff to do. You have habits for entertainment, playing games on your phone. That's something I do a lot, or watching Netflix, or hanging out with friends if you're a teenager, or you have all these other things that kind of come up. Your kids need your attention, et cetera, et cetera. It's fun to stay up late, and so you don't get up early. And what I've done is I've actually begun to wake up at 5:30 in the morning, which has meant that I've gone to bed much earlier, and that has given me about 2 hours of alone time in the morning, during which I can work on whatever I'd like. So now that I'm in that place and I've sort of overcome that difficulty of finding time, now I'm thinking about what I'd like to do. And I've also found myself waking up in the morning not knowing already what I was going to work on and spending the 2 hours either, having a nice breakfast and relaxing or, just kind of wasting the time. So what I'd like to do now is really decide what I want to work on and when I'm going to work on it. And that way, when I wake up at 5:30, all I have to do is look at my calendar if I can't remember, and I'm already going to know what's going on. I can get right to work. And then as I do that over the course of days and weeks, then it's going to add up to some real progress. So let's get started. I'm on Google Calendar. This is what my wife and I use to coordinate our activities and also for the government to spy on our activities. But, what are you going to do? So the things that I've been thinking about working on, like I told you, I've been working hard on table tennis. I've been working hard on singing. There's probably other things I've been working on. I can't think of them right now, but those are the main things. And I recognize that in order to provide value to people that come to my website, I need to be producing more. I need to be filming more when I do things, and I need to be doing more things. So I've been thinking about what I might like to add to my regimen that I could produce that people might enjoy. Honestly, the reason I created this website was to enhance my own happiness, my own enjoyment of life, and to put into practice the things that I believe. And so it's going to come down a lot to what I think will make me happy and improve my life. A few of the things I've thought of that I'd like to work on are weightlifting. I'd like to go to the gym and build muscle. I have a gym membership. I don't use it very often, and I think that it fits well into my other goals like table tennis or other physical goals where I'd like to, have more strength or things like that. So I think that it would be low-hanging fruit to learn to play the piano, and that would open up more opportunities. If I knew how to play the piano, I could write songs, I could play in front of people. There's some other goals that I could achieve. And I did take some piano lessons as a kid. I did take a piano class in college, so I know how to read music. I'm just not very fluent, and so I can't play through an even basic song without stopping a bunch of times to look at my fingers and things. So I do have some background there, but there's a lot that I could improve, and that's something I can do at home. We have a piano here. I just want to kind of go through and see, what I can do, when I can do it, and, what's practical. If there's overlap, is that going to be a problem? What's most important to me? You can see the table tennis tournament I have here in Las Vegas. This is my big one. And I have about 3 weeks to prepare, and I haven't been practicing as much as I should. I have a club that I go to every Tuesday night faithfully, but on the other nights, I just kind of go and practice in my garage if I feel like it, but I don't do it faithfully. So one of the reasons is it's not scheduled, and I need to work on that. So let's schedule it. On Sunday, I go to church. It's kind of a religious observance day. I'm not going to do any practice on Sunday, so I don't need to worry about that. Monday, if I go to the gym Monday and I do, for example, lots of squats and a lot of leg exercise, then at table tennis, I'm going to be pretty, have a pretty hard time. I'm going to overtrain. It's not going to allow for the most growth in my muscular development. So I don't want to put leg day, at least not on Monday. So I think I could put that as far in between as possible and give myself some time to recover. So either Thursday or Friday would be good days for a leg day, but I'll still be sore from table tennis. Yes, I get sore from table tennis. So I'll do Friday. Friday morning at 5:30, I'll go to the gym. I'll make it 6 o'clock so I have time for breakfast and things. I usually, when I go to the gym, I only spend about a half hour there. If you read a lot about going to the gym, you should be able to, if you're going regularly and you're doing, for example, a core day, a leg day, and an arm day, you're only going 3 times a week. You're not taking too many supplements. You're just sort of starting out. You don't want to go too much because you'll get injured or you'll overtrain and not have any progress. And you should be able to get all of the weightlifting in you need in about 30 minutes. If you do cardio, it starts to get much, much longer. But maybe I'll run a little bit to get my blood flowing, and then I'll just lift weights. So I'm not trying to run a marathon. I'm trying to get bigger. And so I'm just going to spend, a half hour. If it goes into 45 minutes, that's fine. But I'll just schedule an hour there. It'll take me 15 minutes to get there. Okay, so now every Friday in the morning, I'm going to the gym. Now, that's kind of a commitment. Seeing that there's a little scary. But I know that that's good for me, and it's what I want. So I'm just going to trust it. I'm going to believe that that's going to be all right and that I can do it. It means Thursday nights I have to go to bed, maybe 9 o'clock. And that way I can comfortably wake up that early without depriving myself. Also, if you don't get enough sleep, you won't recover from the previous workout as well. And so you'll be limiting your development. And if you haven't gotten enough sleep, you're also more likely to be injured. And so it's really important. So, if that's going to change your schedule and your routine and your family is not comfortable with that, make sure that they understand, communicate to them what you're doing. And so they're not disappointed that you're not spending that time with them in the evening, and say, this is something I'm really interested in and is important to me. And I really want to improve myself. And if you'll support me in that, then this is, what I can achieve, and bring them on board. Maybe they'll join you. Who knows? Okay. So Tuesday is ping pong club. I'm a little sore from that every time, but I could do some arm exercise. I could do probably my pull day or my push day. Usually I have 3 days. I have a push day, a pull day, and a leg day. And that means that on push day, I do bench press, I do military press, I do, anything that is a pushing motion. And then on pull day, I do things that are more back exercises like rows or pull-ups, lats, things like that. Maybe I'll make Monday, because I'll be rearing to go on Monday after doing nothing on Sunday, because I get kind of anxious after sitting around. Monday I can make that pull day. I think that would interfere the least with table tennis. Pull day, and I'll edit that event. I'll make it recurring. Yep, Monday, 6 a.m. Save. Okay, and then edit event, recurring. Okay, save. Okay, my calendar is starting to fill out. I'm starting to prepare myself to get good at things. Now, that's not all I want to work on, table tennis and gym. I think I can fit in one more thing. Piano lessons here, that doesn't refer to me. My wife teaches piano lessons on that day at that time. Let's see, I think piano's a good one because I could do that even when my kids are around and awake. And, they might like it if I was practicing where they are, and it might inspire them to practice as well. I have 3 little boys. So maybe on one of these days where I'm not doing anything in the morning, I could add something to work on. I think I need to make a day to make videos. That's something as well. Today I want to make a video, or I've been meaning to make a video. It's not scheduled, so I need to schedule it. I think Wednesday will be a great day for videos. That'll be the day after table tennis. So at 6 a.m., I'll make a video for a blog post. Let's see, should I make that separate, make a video, and then a different day make a blog post, and blog post? No, same day. I got plenty of time. Okay, so I'm going to make a video every Wednesday. Let's make that a thing. And then on Thursday, I still have nothing going on. Maybe this can be sort of my sleep catch-up day. It gets pretty rough waking up that early every day, and occasionally I like to watch a movie with my wife at night or something, so maybe I can do that Wednesday night. Thursday, piano. Maybe I'll work on that for a couple of months and see where I get. Post some results. I'll play something maybe Thursday and record it so you can see how bad I am, and then later I'll post the finished after results. Piano. Practice. 6 p.m. After I get home from work, I've had a chance to say hi to everybody, see if Becky needs help. But usually I've got maybe a half hour to an hour at that time. And if that doesn't work out, I'll move it to the morning. I just think it would be fun to do it where people are around so that they can see me, what I'm doing. Okay, so now my calendar is much more full. I have a full-time job that's not on the calendar, and that's why everything has to be early in the morning or in the evening. At some point, if I don't have a full-time job, then this could look very different and be filled with many more skills that I can work on. But until that happens, I'm just going to do my best, do what I have time to do, and I think that's the boat that most people are in. And I think this is a good start. I mean, how many people are working earnestly on one thing, let alone 3 or 4? So, I need to give myself some credit for what I'm doing and feel like it's worthwhile and that this is good enough, and I do. So here we go. I encourage you to do this. I know that this is going to make a difference for me when I have those moments where I wake up or I'm driving home from work and I think, oh, that's what I could do today. Here's a good idea. It won't slip away and disappear. I will have scheduled it. So even if I wake up that day and I'm like, ooh, I don't really feel like it, it's too bad. It's on the calendar. Today's the day. So this does a lot to really provide some structure to, it represents a commitment. This is a calendar my wife can see, that I can see. My phone will remind me about these things. I don't have to spend half hour, 45 minutes sitting around wondering what I want to do today because it's already decided. And based on my experience, I know that if I do these things regularly, even when it doesn't seem fun, the results that I get will be fun, and I'll see those. So try it. Get your calendar out. Ask yourself, do some introspection. What do I care about? What am I interested in? What would bring more joy to my life? What would make me feel good? What would make everything worthwhile? What would I be proud of if I could do it? and write it down, make a list, and then pull out your calendar and prioritize the things you made a list of if there's lots of them. Pick a couple, put them on your calendar, and get started. It's going to be all right. You might miss a day or two. Don't get discouraged. But because it's on there, you're much more likely to work on it more often and get more results. So thanks for following what I'm working on and what I'm trying to do. And I'll be posting apparently every Wednesday. That's now on my calendar. The progress that I've made, the table tennis that I've played. I'll be filming at the US Open, so you can see what I did there. I'll see if I can film at the gym. I'm not sure what the rules are about that, but I'll do my best because I know it would be much better to show than to talk about. And I'll be practicing the piano, so I'll post my work on that as well. All right, good luck with your work. I know you can do it. I know it makes a difference. Thanks for following, and until next time.